Justin, Max Becker here. Obviously, not the result you guys would have wanted coming in here today. How do you review that game?
It's a good question, mate. Like right now, we feel like we're searching mid-game. Like we keep getting into these holes, and it's like we put ourselves in a position that we feel comfortable with. But then I look at this second quarter, it's 28-18. You go through the box score. Key guys that have been doing a great job for them. We keep them to low numbers. Our Williams comes in and really has an impact for them. And I really felt when Ty got his third foul, that kind of changed the tempo of the game, and we were searching. And we've got to have solutions right now for two more games or one more game without Banger, and that's the thing that's sitting right in front of my head right now. But 73 points isn't enough to get it done in this league, and giving them 96 is way too many. A lot of stuff we still got to work on.
You mentioned searching a couple of times there, and in that hole you were in the second quarter. How do you try and find those solutions and those answers to get you out of those kind of holes?
Yeah, like we know this is going to be a journey, and it's what's frustrated us as a group is like we get celebrated right now for when we compete, and we understand our club has gone through a period where that hasn't been happening. But now there's expectation on ourselves from within that we're better than just competing. And that's the frustrating part is there's moments there where we just let our poor offense dictate to poor defense. And, we've got to learn what winning habits look like every single moment in the game. And, we have belief in this group. We believe in the journey we're going. But right now we've got to make change. All right, we've taken 4 in a row. That ain't part of the plan, and we've got to impact that next week.
The guy beside you, Mitch Norton's been influential throughout the season so far. How have you viewed his impact on the team since coming across from Perth?
Yeah, Norto's been great, and I feel like every time we're in a lull, I go to him and the thing changes, and that's something that I've got to continue to give him reward for the great effort he does. But the thing that I've got here is reliability. All right, we know what we're going to get every single time, and our entire group right now and us as a collective, that's where we've got to go, is that reliability of we know what we're going to be doing every single possession. I feel right now like when we're searching for offense, we try and hit a home run every time, all right, instead of letting the ball do the work and trusting our system. And that's a frustration right now.
Mitch, what do you take away out of that one?
Yeah, I think it's obviously frustrating. 4 on the trots, like Justin said, isn't a part of the plan. But we've got a group of guys that they're tough, they're selfless. And I think, in that locker room, there's a lot of questions. And it's not who's going to get us out of it, it's how am I going to help this team get better. And that's what I love about this group. I love, the job that Justin's done with recruiting guys like that, because in situations like this, we actually grow stronger and we'll fight our way out of this. We've seen us do it time and time again at the end of games, but we do have a little lull throughout the game, and then we're chasing our tail. If we can, shorten those periods of time, and then, we'll be right in the fight at the end, and that's all you can ask for, and that's what we expect.
So why couldn't you arrest that today? That period, in that second period, why couldn't you arrest that slide?
Sorry, what?
As a team, why couldn't you stop that run on from the Phoenix?
Yeah, well, I think that's a part of us growing as a squad. Like offensively, there's certain, data that we've reviewed and, things that are going to help us get out of it. At times we don't necessarily get to what we need to, and that's on me. That's on, the point guards and the leaders of this team to help us fight us way out of it.
What do you look towards next week on improving, I guess, not only within yourself, but within this group too?
It's a one-off game this week, so we can rest up, get the bodies right, get a good week of training, and then we get to go into the jungle. So for us, there's no better task to get, this thing humming and on the right track than a road win. So, for us, it's all about us, really. We put ourselves in these holes, and we're going to be the ones to get ourselves out of it.
Justin, how did you feel as though you integrated Josh Bannon into the team this week? He looked good defensively, but obviously he's taking a bit of time to work it out offensively.
Yeah, I look at 60% in the paint. He's a big part of where we want to go in that space. And I thought you said it, his defensive energy was there. He changed, had an impact on the glass and was able to change some momentum there. Obviously a little bit of rust on the offense, but I think that was, I look at this box score right now and it's 16% from the 3. I feel like they were great looks, the majority of them. And so we just got to reward ourselves. We had a patch there, we're missing layups, That's the stuff that we can't be doing as a group. So as Bano keeps coming back in, that's going to help us, because now we start getting a bit more of our shape and rhythm of where we want to go. You know, Bainesy will come back. Now we start to get closer and closer to whole, and that's when we can start really growing this thing out.
Do you feel as though you did a good job on Mitch Creek today? You kept him to 10 points. There was a little bit of a burst in that first period. Aside from that, though, you did pretty well, didn't you?
Yeah, it's frustrating, 2 breakdowns scout-wise that gives him an opportunity, which, you know, that's something we've got to be better. But, you know, I look at him, I look at, you know, Gary Brown, I look at Will Cummings, you know, guys that we really respect in this league, and you look at that part and it's great. But, you know, we let Benny Eyre get his. Al Williams has an impact. You know, like we've got to have a collective and a totality to it, and that's the frustration.
DJ Mitchell, 13 minutes on 3 of 5, and Shannon Scott, 11 minutes on 1 of 3. What are you looking at and to get out of guys like that?
Yeah, like Shan will get a scan tomorrow and we'll find out what's really going on with him. So right now, that's a good question. I'm not sure what answer I give you on that one. DJ, again, is like, now that we get to get him into his actual role and be able to come in and be an impact off the bench, we expect, you know, positive things from him. So, you know, he had to fill a little bit in at the 5 today with Ty getting his 3rd, and, you know, he's getting thrown a lot of jobs right now and not, you know, backing down from those challenges. So continue to see the growth in him is going to be important.
What about the growth in someone like Rocco Zikarsky? I mean, he's only just turned 17 over the last few weeks or months. What have you made of his game so far this season? He's really stepped up over these last few weeks with Bainesy out. Yeah,
I actually thought tonight was the first time he had consistency in every stint he came in. And again, like, you know, he is young and he's playing backup minutes now, and we've got to depend on him. And, you know, when Ty got his 3rd, we had to go to him, and, you know, he held it up there for a while, and we've got to continue to grow his motor so he can go longer and longer. And I think at some point he'll be able to give us really good impact. And, you know, he's on his own journey with this thing. And, you know, this was a year we're only meant to be developing him, and he's getting some real-time reps that are going to make him better and make us better in the long run.
Are you content with the blood rule, the way it is at the moment? You know, it was very pedantic, seeing Isaac having to go off with the smallest spots.
Yeah, like, it's there for a reason, and, you know, I'm not here to question it. I'm glad Gabe came in and hit the shot, and that's all that I was happy about in that moment. But yeah, like, it is what it is, and that we got bigger things to worry about than that one.
Cool. Just a couple from online. Chris, you want to ask a couple of questions, mate?
Yeah, Justin, just touching on Shannon, I mean, the last thing you need right now with Bainesy out to get an injury to him, does it look like it's his hamstring, similar to probably what he suffered in the finals last year at this point?
All I've been told, he's getting an MRI tomorrow on his upper leg, so I actually haven't had a full chat with our physio yet. I suspect it potentially is that, but we'll definitely know more tomorrow.
And Nordo, big week for you. How are you feeling coming back over to Perth for next week, and what do you expect the occasion to be like for you?
Yeah, look, you know, it is a game of basketball. I have some fond memories there, but I am in Brisbane now. I'm a Bullet. I'm loving being in Brisbane, a part of this culture. And, yeah, you know, it's going to be cool to go back, play against some teammates, see some people in the crowd. But other than that, I've got a game of basketball to go and play, and that's what I'll be focused on.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.